What is up, y'all? It is Naya. I am back with another video. In today's video, we're just gonna be chilling. We're just gonna be chatting. Not nothing, we're just gonna be chilling. We're no real topic, just witch chat, warlock chat, girl chat, whatever you want to call it. I did want to start out with a pathways to the spirit. This one really resonated with me today. So, discover the purpose of your journey. Happiness is obtained through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Helen Keller. Before you can find happiness, you must find a purpose for living. Learn the art of goal planning. Goals instill purpose, order, and meaning to daily life. Goals give us something to aim for and clear steps to take. Create goals for even your mundane tasks. Is there something that you can do faster, longer, more efficiently? And okay, yeah, this is where I was. The next one was write a mission statement for your life. And then it says, once a year, go on a retreat in a lovely natural setting, in a peaceful mood, and with all the insight you can muster, lovingly revise and embrace your mission statement. Which this resonated so much because, like, I have like this big goal of like each year I want to take 2 trips a year to just spend time in nature. Like, go to the Caribbean in the beginning of the year, and then go to like, shit, I don't know, go on a hike and trail the next, like, in another country, like, or another, part of the world, like, yeah, that's something that I really want to do. And then it says here, connect to your mission statement. Read it every week and plan your daily activities with it in mind. You may notice little difference at first, but over time, dedication to this practice will profoundly transform your life. Why do so many people not follow their life's purpose? They may distrust their feelings about what their heart tells them they should do. Learn to trust your innermost longings. Our desires are our maps to follow the divine's will. Yeah, I really resonated with this, and I hope you did too. So moving on, I basically have like everything that I wanted to talk about in my notes on my iPad. So basically I wanted to talk about like what I did this weekend because I had like a really good weekend. It started out, I went and got my nails done. Y'all know, like, I just moved to like a new city, and finding a nail tech is so hard. Like, when I tell you I miss my nail tech so much back home, it's just the drive is too much, too far. And like the places that I had been finding, like the first place I went to was pretty decent, but like I was like, why is this so expensive? Like, I don't mind paying for good service, but y'all, when I tell you, like, all I got was a neutral, like, white SNS color, and they charged me $80, I was like, okay, something's not right. My nails look good, but the longevity of them was horrible. Like, it just wasn't worth the money. If it was worth the money, it'd be something different, but it wasn't. So then, like, the next place, she fucked my nails up so bad. Like, when I went and got my nails done at the place I just found, I had to get them cut short because like she just fucked my nail beds up so bad. Like, and they were my real nails. Like, they were so long. I had the perfect almond shape, and now I gotta like start all over. But it's fine because I like this shape. I like to kind of switch it up sometimes. But yeah, I'm happy about that. Finally found a nail tech. And then like Saturday, I went to a potluck at my best friend's house, and it was so much fun because it was just such good vibes. We made vision boards for 2023, and it's, if you haven't made a vision board, you should do that. It was originally like my New Year's Eve plans and everything, but I ended up not, she ended up having vision boards there, so now I can just like already have that done. But yeah, so then on Sunday, I went with my homegirl to the art museum and out to dinner. We had the best Mexican food and the best margarita. Oh my gosh, like, when I say this margarita was so good, it was just like melting in my mouth. Like, it was just melting on my taste buds. It was so good. But yeah, so I did that. And then yesterday I had a bestie day. We went shopping, did some Christmas shopping, had, some good spiritual talks, had a really good dinner. We went to a really good Italian place. Gosh, like you could tell, like you could tell the chef put his foot in that pasta. I'm about to have some in just a minute because I have some leftovers. But now it's back to the grind, back to the work week. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm grateful. I finally so I should have said this before. My weekends are Tuesday through Saturday. And it's crazy because I have like a job in my field now. Like before, like I've had this schedule for so many years when I was in the medical field, but like now that I'm in my field, which those of you don't know, I have a degree in information technology. So I finally worked my way over to the tech field, and they basically like also they're building like our building operates Tuesday through Saturday, and it's pretty dope. Like I'm not gonna say where I work, but we're the only building on the East Coast. So yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah, and then when I was shopping yesterday with my best friend, so basically like my journal, I needed a new one, and this one isn't like my permanent one, but I've been on the hunt for like an actual like journal for my spiritual practices. But this little miniature baby is also going to be for my spiritual practices. Like, look at it. That just screams me. Like, I'm so obsessed. I wanted this little miniature journal because I write a lot of notes in my phone and my iPad, and it just feels good. Like, I like having like my notes on my phone because it's digital, it's easier, but something about having the old school way, like something about pulling out a journal that you really love the way that it looks. This journal makes my heart smile, for real. And it's like, I could just like the things that I'll write in my notes on my phone and iPad, I could just write it in here. And I got like some really cute like pens and like highlighters and stuff. Like I'm one of those people that have like a whole pencil pouch with that shit. So because whenever I journal in my other journal, like I do the same thing. Like I like to make it like really pretty. So yeah, like this is just gonna be my on the go journal when I need to write things down, like especially when I'm having like a long day at work, when I don't want to just keep carrying my spiritual journal. Like I could just pull this baby out and just write how I'm feeling there, or if I want to randomly manifest throughout the day, bam. And it's like, it's the details for me, y'all, because there's like a little comment right there. Like it's so cute. Shout out to Barnes and Noble. Favorite purchase of yesterday, and I definitely got me some stuff too. And then yeah, so here we are today. It's Tuesday. And I'm working from home today, and I'm having my green tea with pomegranate. Good for your antioxidants. But it was something else I wanted to talk about or chit chat about. Spirit animals. This topic is something like I was drawn to this topic by one of my friends. She had an incident with an owl, and owls are basically like birds in general are my spirit animal, but owls specifically are like my spirit animal. Like it's the signs and just the guidance for me. But that owl definitely spoke to my friend. Like it was a very rare occurrence, and I definitely let her know, like, girl, you are blessed, like highly protected. But I feel like it spoke to me as well. Like spirit definitely is getting hip to technology. Just because we don't realize it doesn't mean that it's not happening. So basically, like, it's insane how spirit basically connected to her through me, and spirit also connected to her. Well, no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Spirit connected me through her, through my spirit animal, and my spirit animal connected me through her, through like, I hope it's making sense. But basically we kind of just had a connection. That's my homegirl though. Shout out to her if she's watching. But yeah, like it basically, like that incident happening to her kind of spoke to me, because it was like I was kind of having like in a creative rut on what I wanted my next episode to be. And I was like, well, I could do spirit animals whenever I seen that happened to her. And I was like, wow, like that could definitely be a topic. And then I started thinking of like other things, and I was like, let me do like a little chit chat. And so basically, like with spirit animals, like they are definitely a guidance, a protector. They show signs, like, and it's one of those things where you just kind of have to pay attention. Me, like crows, like people, there's like, you're close to me when you start finding bird feathers randomly everywhere you go. It's just like, what, like, it's insane. Those who know. But yeah, like it's crazy how connected I am to my spirit animals and how often they connect with me. And just Mother Earth is alive and we need to recognize that. And I think that's why when I am greeted the way that I am, like it's crazy. Like birds get so close to me. It's insane. I'm used to it. Like sometimes it kind of freaks me out because I think they're gonna land on me, and if they do, like I'm gonna freak out. But like on the inside, I'm gonna be honored. But it's just one of those things where like with that, like for an owl, for example, like that is a very wise spirit. And growing up, like when I say the owl has been my spirit animal as a child, like I in my home, like the home back that I grew up in, when I was a kid, there was a family of owls in the backyard, and I remember seeing these owls like every day. Like it was crazy. Like we had like this, I stayed in the country, y'all, and like I'm talking country, and I appreciate that upbringing so much. But it was crazy because like we had this big boulder in our backyard, and they used to just sit on the boulder, and like I used to like climb on the boulder. Like I used to get like super duper close to these like owls. It was crazy. And it's just crazy how all my life they kind of disappeared for a while. I hadn't seen one until this year, and it basically kind of let me know like I don't want to say because I really don't like to get too personal, honestly. But yeah, so like it's crazy how like spirit animals just can connect with you. And just pay attention, like because it doesn't have to be, like you don't have to have a specific spirit animal. Like you can just have, like, for example, you're walking, or driving down the road and you see a white deer. Like it could just be something like that. Like wow, like it's just pay attention to those types of things. It could be a cricket. You never know. Like all these things just represent so much. And these animals are on a different level of consciousness than us, and they can definitely like not everyone, well, as humans it's hard for us to comprehend that Earth is alive. Like Mother Earth is a living being. She's a planet, she's a spirit, she's the creator of basically what we're on today. Like we can go in an episode about global warming a little bit later, but definitely follow those signs. And just if like, and also as well, like as a Native American woman, like and our belief system, it's just spirit animals are heavy, heavy, heavy in our culture. And just Mother Earth in general is just very, very heavy. We're very in tune with her and everything. And it's just, I'm so blessed to have that connection. But if y'all have any questions like about signs, like you've been noticing certain things, like definitely let me know, because it's definitely, I don't mind answering questions. Like I can definitely go in like a little bit deeper. But like I said, we're just having chit chat, not really diving too deep today. And something else I wanted to talk about, because I feel like some people were curious about how I, like me as a spiritual person, like how do I celebrate the holidays, and like how does it affect like my family and stuff. And y'all, like it's not that deep to me personally. Like no, I don't believe in the religious aspect of it, but I did grow up in a household that celebrated Christmas. I still give my family gifts, I still go home for Christmas, and have like Christmas dinner, the New Year's. I go home for Thanksgiving, like every holiday, like even 4th of July, I go home. And as a Native American woman, we don't celebrate for the 4th of July, so I don't know why I even said that. But just speaking, just a random holiday, I go home for all of them. But yeah, so like it doesn't really affect them at all, or they don't really, honestly, I don't even think they notice, to be honest, that I'm not, because I mean my parents are like Christian, but they're not super religious, if that makes sense. Like they're not like, oh, Jesus, this is Jesus's birthday, obviously to them. But it's like they're not like super religious. So honestly, I don't even think that they notice. I mean, I definitely, I say Merry Christmas just because I grew up saying that. I mean, technically it's not, like I said, to me personally, it's not that deep. But yeah, so like I don't know, like it didn't really affect anything. I still get my nieces, gifts, my parents, everyone that I'm close to, they get gifts. I have 3 nieces, y'all. So yeah, and I definitely, like, one thing I miss about being home is like waking up on Christmas morning. Like last year I woke up in my own place. And this year I'm kind of like undecided because I kind of do miss having, I kind of missed like waking up on Christmas morning, like with my parents and my nieces. And, I definitely made it for breakfast because my mom makes an amazing Christmas breakfast every year and an amazing dinner. But, yeah, like, so I'm thinking about actually like going home and because I miss that tradition. It's just about family for me personally and the time spent. Family is extremely important to me. And to me personally, like, I'm one of those firm believers that family, my best friend is family. I don't believe that we have to be blood to be family because some of your blood does not, just because we blood, like, I'm not one of those people that believe blood is thicker than water because I definitely don't believe that. But like, yeah, so I always go out to her mom's as well. I usually go to her mom's house on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I usually leave my parents' house usually around like a little bit after dinner before it gets too late and head to her mom's house so me and my best friend can like exchange our gifts and spend time with them because they're like my family as well. But yeah, like it doesn't really affect anything. It's yeah, so yeah. And like I said, I don't think they notice because I mean, I don't even think they like my mom's not walking through the house talking about how Jesus was born today. It's just Merry Christmas. How are you? Um, and also I wanted to touch base on like my spiritual and holistic lifestyle. Like, yes, it is a lifestyle, and it's definitely like you have to be committed. It definitely takes a lot of discipline, which I'm definitely learning more recently as far as it goes with like working out, y'all. Like my schedule has been a little hectic because like I said, like I am in a new city, I have new friends, I'm trying to make time for myself too. It's like I'm trying to have fun, trying to go out, and explore and stuff like that, but it's just hard. It's like I told myself, like I really need to have my discipline when it comes to like working out. But basically I just want to talk about like how it can change you and like how you feel and like how it's important to support and nurture that mind, body, and spirit, and just how it's just, I don't know, like I basically like oh, I'm sorry, I got a notification and I was like, wait, what? But yeah, like all of those things are connected. They're all different, but they are definitely connected. And when they all feel good, you feel good, and it's like things that, doing things to nurture the mind and just take care of the mind and things, like you can definitely get lost in your head. And I'm definitely, I can attest to that. It's not easy. And, your soul, it's definitely important to nurture that. It's definitely important to be, that person to, say, this is not good for me internally. This is not good for my soul. It's not benefiting me. Like, it's okay. And just the body, it's so important to take care of the body. Like, and it's insane because it's like, it all boils down to like your routine. And I didn't realize how having a routine really does. Oh my gosh. When I say y'all, those YouTubers, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I grew up in the era, I used to watch YouTube a lot, and watching them have like their morning routines and stuff like that, like, I used to watch, like, I still watch like Julia and I think it's like Julia Havens. I watch their vlogs and stuff like that, but I really don't watch a lot of vlogs anymore, y'all, like, because I'm just more into like TikToks. Like, that's what it is, like TikToks, like watching people's morning routines. And once you like really start practicing that, like they are on to something. It really does help. Like having like that, just start out. Like if you're gonna start out with, taking care of your mind, body, and spirit, and live that spiritual and holistic lifestyle, start out with your morning routine and reach back out to me in 30 days. Like, and just watch like insane how insanely good you're gonna feel, how much improvement you're gonna see. And because I'm not gonna lie, like, and it could be like just little routines throughout the day. It didn't have to necessarily be a morning routine, but for me personally, starting out my day hectic is not good for me. Like, that's not good for like the rest of the day. Like, you don't want to go to work with that energy. So it's good to just like wake up and take your time getting ready, do your skincare, make time for breakfast, make time for your, like your, if you're a woman or not, like no matter what, like take time for like just you in general, like do things that nurture your mind, body, and soul. And it's like when I start out my morning slow, it's just wow, like the day is just so much better. Like, yeah, life is obviously going to get the best of you sometimes, but just having that to look forward to, like I always make time for, like, for me personally, like I wake up in the morning and I'm one of those people that shower in the morning and at night, because like I have like a hybrid type of job. So I work in the office some days and at home some days or whatever. So I try, like I am working on getting my work from home schedule together, because y'all, it can be a little like when you have to wake up 3 days in a row early and you finally get to sleep in, it feels good. So but I still have like my little routine and stuff like that, um that I follow. Like I'm very like strict when it comes to that, because I just know that it helps me out so much. Genuinely, like it makes me feel so much better. And it's like just having, like for me personally, like having that hot shower in the morning, doing your skincare routine, doing my hair, eating breakfast, putting my outfit on, or if I'm working from home, like I'll just put, like some sweats on and a hoodie, and like I'll still like do my hair and make myself look like something, because you can definitely get cabin fever while in the home. And I definitely, like, it's important to definitely like make your space as homey as possible. But yeah, like having that in the morning definitely helps. And also throughout the day, like I've been like incorporating like, like little things, stuff like that, just to make me feel better, especially if it's like a work day, because sometimes like work can get the best of us, like without realizing, work can definitely get the best of us. So it's just good to have that, balance of, a healthy routine, not the hectic, lifestyle. Because like, I'm sorry, but starting my mornings hectic is just, it's not healthy, and it's not healthy for anybody. Just get up, just get up. I know that you don't want to, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it. I'm still trying to like, because y'all, I just moved, so like I said, I've been having a lot going on and I haven't had much time to work out. I prefer to work out in the morning, but sometimes, I do work out in the evening. So like instead of me incorporating fitness in the morning, I'll incorporate like a quick read. Like I read My Pathways to the Spirit. I read this every day when I'm eating breakfast, and with my cup of tea as well. But like certain things like working out, like instead of me waking up at 6:30, I'm gonna wake up at like 7 or 7:30 and have that morning and just like focus on something else, because working out, it definitely nurtures the mind, body, and soul. But little things like reading and little things like taking, a little extra time in the morning and sitting in my altar and meditating, like that also is definitely really, really healthy for your mind, body, and soul. And just making sure you have a good breakfast and stuff like that. And also like little things throughout the day, like when I am in the office, because it's been a little bit colder, it's kind of hard to do this, because like I work by a huge lake, and like y'all, that wind and that weather is like, it's like 10 degrees colder there. So in the summertime, I usually go on like a walk on the trail, but since it's been colder, like I'll just go to like the other floors and just like walk around. And then like on my lunch, like I'll read, and then sometimes I'll, scroll my phone. Like I'll just do whatever I feel like I want to do, or whatever my body is calling to me. Someday, like some days I will, be unhealthy and scroll on Instagram and TikTok the whole time. But, I try my best to read. And now that I have like this little journal, y'all, like I'm so excited, because like now I can, like on lunch break, I can like write things out, you know what I mean, instead of like being, sucked into the digital. Because I mean, like I said, I do work in tech and I'm on my computer all day. So it's just good to like separate that, and have like that separate time. But I always gotta have like tea, y'all, or like some water or something when I'm doing videos, because like this talking back to back, y'all, it makes your throat dry. And like little things like this, like green tea, is really good for you. Like coffee, I have coffee every once in a while. Um, if I, because sometimes I do crave it, and I'll have it, because coffee is not terrible for you. But the way that we have coffee is terrible for us. We should not be putting all the creamers and sugars and all that shit. So when I do make coffee, like I try to incorporate, I don't usually do sugar or anything. Like I usually do like oat milk, and like I'll do like cinnamon and like honey and make my coffee that way. But most mornings I'm usually having like green tea, with like some sort of like Like lately I've been on the green tea pomegranate. But when I went to the grocery store the other day and got green tea with elderberry, so I'm gonna just be switching back and forth and just trying different, little things. White rose tea with that is really good in the morning too. I need to go and get some of that. I always forget that. I need to make a note of that. But yeah, like that's really good to have in the morning. Matcha, I was on a huge matcha kick at one point, like where I had to have matcha every day. But if I have a taste for it, I'll have it. It's not that I don't enjoy it anymore. It's just matcha is not that healthy the way that I like it, or just the way that, to make it taste good, like you kind of have to put a lot of like milk in it. And I usually do oatmeal because I'm lactose intolerant. And like I'll add like a little vanilla syrup. And that's pretty much it. Some like I have like the coconut milk whipped cream, like I'll add that on top sometimes. But I'm sorry, but like milk in general just hurts my stomach no matter what kind it is. And just having like, I don't know, like it's not something you should have every single day. Like, because truth be told, it's a lot of like the matcha itself is not unhealthy. That is good for you. It's the other things that I'm adding that is just not good. And just that's something else to keep in mind. Just having like those, like being conscious of what you are putting in your body. Like I definitely love to eat. I love food. Like I eat what I want. Like there are certain things in my diet that I just don't like. I don't drink sodas at all. There's certain meats that I don't eat anymore. And there's definitely certain things that I've cut out, and once you go so long without it, you're just like you think nothing of it, honestly. But it's definitely like important to just make those, conscious choices. Like when in the morning time, like to incorporate veggies, like I said, I make time for breakfast. Like I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna have a full spread. So like I like in my eggs, I'll add like spinach and peppers. Or like I'll have like add like avocado to it too. Like just to have that, you know, that green for the day and everything. And then like I'll also usually have like some sort of fruit too. I love to have fruit in the morning and just all day throughout the day. But it's something about having blueberries, y'all, in the morning. That is also something in my routine that I blueberries in the morning. That is a game changer. Thank me later. Um, but yeah, and like so like I usually like to have a carb. Like I'm not one of those people that carb shame. Like I get it. People want to be thin, but listen, I want to be healthy. And I'm not saying carbs are good for you. I stand on that because it's how we eat carbs. It's the things that end up like, because you can go to Italy right now and live on pasta and be fine. Like you're not going to gain any weight. Pasta is good for you. But I mean, obviously in heavy doses, like you can't just be eating pasta 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Like obviously not. But the way that we eat carbs in America, like pizza, French fries, like no, obviously that's not good for you. It never really was good for you. So yeah, I don't understand why people were just like acting like that was good for you in the first place. They're like, oh, I'm cutting out carbs. No, you need to cut out bad carbs, baby. Always incorporate a probiotic. Like that is so important to me too. Um, Not every single morning, I just at some point throughout the day. It's the best to do it in the morning though. And as well as just like I also have been kind of incorporating like green juice sometimes. It sounds like a lot, y'all, but I'm telling you, like once you get in that mindset, you're just like, okay, like you're gonna know what your body needs, like your mind, body, and soul. You're gonna know. So sometimes like I'll wake up and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just have a green juice with my breakfast in the morning because you might just need that extra kick, or just I'll just like sometimes like I'll make my green juice and like pack it and take it with me to work and just drink it throughout the day. And it's yeah. So also like snack time, like I usually like to snack on fruit throughout the day, and like sometimes like I'll have like like different snacks. Like, I mean, if I want a bag of chips, I'm gonna have a bag of chips, y'all. Like, it ain't that big of a deal because I'm not one of those people where all I eat is junk food. Like, I definitely like to have a healthy balance because I love Lay's chips. Like, no, I don't have them all week, but if I am like on my period, or like if I'm just craving Lay's chips, I'm gonna have Lay's chips. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you don't have to completely cut it out of your diet, but you definitely have to cut back on it because you don't want to just be out here just living on grease and steroids and like processed foods. Like that's disgusting, honestly, truthfully. But yeah, like, and like usually like it just depends on my mood. Like I like granola bars. Like it just depends on my mood when it comes to like snacks for work. Like, y'all, I love peanut butter crackers. Now I know that's not the healthiest, but shoot, I mean, hey, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, and even just like go with what you works for you. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, like it is pretty expensive, like this type of lifestyle. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it can get pricey because you're gonna want fresh, you know, you're gonna want fresh fruit, fresh veggies, fresh meat. Like, you're gonna want fresh things, and it definitely gets a little pricey. So definitely work with what's in your budget. Like I said, like if you can't, like, you can definitely, there's definitely alternatives. Like, and in today's society, it's definitely damn near impossible to, you know, not have certain, you know, additives and stuff like that. So just definitely goes with what works for you. It's the thought that counts, and it's the spirit recognizes the work. You know what I'm saying? Spirit recognizes the drive that you're you know putting in, and you know what I'm saying. So it's just definitely go with what works for you. For lunch, like I'll usually have like leftovers, or if I want to go out, like it just depends on my mood, y'all. But most of the time, I'm one of those people that I take my lunch every day, and I usually try to have like a lighter lunch, just because like when I have a heavy lunch, I'm sleepy when I go back to work. So it's definitely important to have like a light lunch and definitely incorporate protein, you know, throughout the day. And then I'll come home, have dinner. Sometimes, like a lot of times, like if I'm working out in the evening, I usually meal prep. Like, and I'm not one of those people that meal prep, like making food on Monday and eating it all week. No, if I make something on Monday, after Wednesday, that's it. I'm not eating it no more. I don't know how, more power to y'all like that. I don't have that strong, like, willingness, because, whoo, like, there is just no way, like, I cannot eat chicken and rice 8 times a week. That I would literally throw up. I genuinely would. But yeah, so yeah, like definitely do what works for you. I am definitely randomly like rambling right now, but I definitely enjoyed this little chit chat. I could definitely go into detail. Like I could, it's like I'll start a topic and then it's, you know, it's been 20 minutes. I could just go on and on and on, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for so much for your support. I appreciate everyone watching. Even if you don't watch the whole video, I appreciate it. It's definitely an honor to be, you know, able to be on a platform where I could just talk about what I want to talk about and, you know, be who I want to be. So I really appreciate that. If y'all have like any questions, or like if y'all want to reach out, or if you want to follow me on social media, it is at the Virgo Goddess 333 on Instagram and Visco. And also, I think if you want to follow Keenan, I think hers is Queen Patel. I don't know what hers is. I don't know off top, but I'll link it down below, and I'll also link Desi's Instagram down below too. But yeah, until next time, y'all, I really, really appreciate it, and yeah, until next time.